Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining me on another episode of Mark on Comics. So, what I have for you today, as you've seen in the thumbnail, what's in the boxes? I've got several boxes here. I haven't put out one of these videos for a long time, so I'm going to reveal what I've got in these boxes. So, it's been a couple of months, so I do have a couple months worth of boxes. So before we get started, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bells so you can be alerted when I've got new content. So what I've got in the boxes is, first of all, I've got some brand new books, and then I've got some books that I mail ordered, Comic Tom 101 and POW Vintage Collectibles. I'll be opening those up in the oldest to newest order. But first, I've just got a couple new boxes that I've ordered. I believe they're both from Golden Apple. So we shall see on that. But I'm going to start with those. But I do want to remind you, I am using a green screen. The pictures behind you are just a photograph that I put behind me sometimes. So I want to say that if any of the books have any translucence because of the green screen, I'm sorry, nothing I can do about it. But we'll go from there. So I'm going to start out with one of the new boxes from Golden Apple. And in order to read the titles, I've got to put on the spectacles. So as I'm opening stuff up, I will speed that up so it doesn't just keep hanging and hanging. So now I'm not going to keep you hanging. So here we go. All done. So one thing I do like about Golden Apple, every book comes bagged and boarded. So I love that about them. All right, here we go. First up, Absolute Batman, the foil cover. Absolute Batman #1, the foil cover. Then we got the Sentinels from Marvel. The Terminator from Dynamite. And we got another Absolute Batman #1 foil. Absolute Batman #1 variant. And then I've got Absolute Batman #1, the Jim Lee foil, and a second copy. So that's what I've got in that box. So we're going to hold for a little bit while I get the next box. All right, here we are, box number 2 from Golden Apple, containing new comics. Probably ordered them a little bit before the box I just opened. So I'm going to put the speed up on these and get this box opened. All right, that box is open and we are ready to go. Let's see what I ordered. Okay, all in special number 1. All in special number 1. All in special 1 foil. X-Men number 5, the J. Scott Campbell cover. Hyde Street number 1, one of the variants. Then I've got another DC All-In Special. Another DC All-In Special. Variant cover of DC All-In Special. And another variant cover of DC All-In Special. So luckily, I was able to take some All-In Specials, not from Golden Apple, from my LCS. I was able to take a couple down to the Los Angeles comic book show, and I was able to get Scott Snyder to sign. I had him sign 4 of them. His signatures are for graded books are $30 a pop, and I couldn't do more than 4. So they are off to CBCS for grading, and hopefully when they come back, I'll open them and do another What's in the Box video. So that's the second box from Golden Apple. So I'm going to put a hold here on this and come back with the next of my Comic Tom 101s and POW Vintage Collectibles. Be right back. Okay, now, first box is from POW Vintage Collectibles. They usually send me one book per month. So if I find 2, wow, okay. But they usually send me 1 book per month. So I'm going to open this box and be right back. All right, here we are back with POW Vintage Collectibles books, and they sent me more than 1. So let's see what they've sent me. As the one that they sent for more, the others are all not bagged and boarded. But this one is a New Mutants 15. There's a spine roll and loose staples. So I'm not extremely happy with it, but oh well. So there we are, New Mutants 15. And they also sent me a copy of Scare Tactics, Hunted by the Pack, issue number 6. The Ray, number 15, from DC Comics. I do collect the Ray, not actively, but so this is a good addition to my PC. And then from Eclipse Comics, I got Robin Hood, book 3 of 3. Oh well. But it was free. Let's see. The writer is Valerie Jones. The artist is Christopher Schinick. Breakdowns by Timothy Truman. So, I am, though, not extremely happy with that art. It's not that good. But what do I care? It's a free comic book. All right. Next, I will be opening a book from Comic Tom 101. So I'm going to speed her up. Be right back. Okay, now Comic Tom always includes 2 exclusives for him, and then a couple other books just throw in just in case. So what I've got is I've got X-Men #1, the Addie Granoff variant, limited to 2,500 copies. So that was one of their exclusives. I was expecting that, so awesome. Aha, and then I've got Wolverine #1. So this is limited to 3,000 copies, and it is by Kyle New. Nice cover. Next, we've got Web of Spider-Man 104. That's in really good condition as well. Probably 9.0, 9.2. It's not 9.8, but it's nice. Look good, so I'm enjoying that. Oh, nice. This one I really like. I think I may have one, but that's okay. It is X Factor #90. So, because it was included with my other stuff, you know, it's to be a good addition to my PC. And then he usually includes print, a limited print. This one doesn't have the number on it, what it is, but it's his comic buddy Johnny Desjardins, and they're always nice. They're always nice, so can't wait. Put that with the others I've got. All right, next we've got, oh, I didn't realize this. I have a book from the Comic Mint. I wonder what I ordered. Let me open it up and we will find out. Ooh, that one was tough. They got a lot of packing tape on a flimsy little bag. I mean, it was still well protected, but it just made it more difficult to pull out. So here, Epitaphs from the Abyss. This is number 128 of 300. So halfway along. Interesting cover. Very interesting cover. And that's the black and white. And there is a color of the same cover. Epitaphs from the Abyss #1. And this is book 212 of 500. So that's what I ordered. Very interesting cover. Okay, next I am back to another Comic Tom 101. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, for the first variant, I have a Wolverine Revenge #1. Look at that. Red bag. Limited to 2,500 copies with a cover by John Boy Myers. So, yeah, that's you can barely see it through that red band, but that's a nice, very nice cover. And, wow. Only 2,500 copies. So we'll see how that goes with that one. Then we have Venom 200 with a variant cover by Miko Soyan. And this one is also limited to only 3,000 copies. So very interesting. Very interesting. So it is issue 35, Legacy 200. And then, oh, nice. Nice. Silver Surfer 51, cover by Ron Lim. So that's nice. Yeah, I collect Surfer, don't have this one. So that's a good addition to the PC. And then look at this. I can't see what issue, but it's The Adventures of Superman, the bagged edition, Back to Life. I can read that. Back from the Dead. The Adventures of Superman, bagged edition. Okay. And then I'm going to go with this one first. Got another print from Johnny Desjardins. So, but the reason I put that one before the last book, this is a free, I pay a monthly fee, but this one is a 1 in 25 of Void Rivals number 6. Wow. Void Rivals right now is one of the best series out there. So now I've got a 1 in 25 variant of Void Rivals number 6. Great. And they put in there just bonus, 1 in 25 variant. Awesome. Okay, next I've got another book from POW Vintage Collectibles. So let's get this ball rolling and see what's in the box. Okay, there's more than one book in here, but for my subscription cost, I've got Warlock number 2, The Infinity Effect. I actually probably want to pull that one out and read it. And then just to throw some in, Richie Rich Cash number 6. I mean, it's kind of not the best condition. I would say it's probably a 2.5. But it is from 1975. It's not as old as I would have thought it would have been. But here you just got your standard Richie Rich art. So, very cool. And then from DC, with Impact Comics, The Jaguar, number 1. Okay, there we go. That is that box. And now I still have one more from Comic Tom 101. So here we go. All right, I am back. And I know, just based on what I can see, this is the box I just got in the last couple of days. So, what we have first, NYX number 1 Peach Momoko variant. Limited to 2,500 copies. Wow. Happy to add that one. NYX number 1 Peach Momoko. Then we've got Omega Man number 3. Limited. I think it's number 3. Yep, issue 3. So I don't think it's the original. Might be on the inside. But it is by Raph Gassetti. And it is limited to 1,200 copies. So that one, it's okay. It's all right. Omega Men number 3, Raf Grassetti. Yeah, look at this. Uncanny X-Men 285. So that was a nice one to throw in. Looks good. And then Wolverine 86. So it's a book I don't have in my Wolverine collection, so now I do. Okay. Then we have Davis Rider 2002, Maximum Effort. It's not a comic, it's just print. But they did say they were going to be putting that in the box, so that's cute. And then, got a bonus. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 3. So I don't think that's a variant cover, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a nice looking cover, so I'm enjoying it. By Gary Dugan. I did have a Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell number 1 I took to LA Comic-Con, but I went by his booth several times on Saturday and he wasn't there. And when I finally went by on Sunday, he's not in today. So didn't get one signed by Gary. That's okay. That's okay. You know the comic book biz. So that is those from POW Vintage Collectibles, Comic Mint, and Comic Tom 101. So now I'm going to move over to a box that I submitted, I don't know, several months ago. I went to Heroes Con in North Carolina, got some books signed, sent them in. Wanted to see what the grade was on one of them, and it was not good. So I ended up looking at them all. Most of them not good, but you know, that's just the way it is. Some of them are going into my personal collection, some I was going to sell, but now the ones I was going to sell, I'm going to have to hold on to for a while longer. So let me grab that box, open it up, and I'll be back shortly. Box is open, but now I'm on to this big, huge bag with a whole bunch of packing tape. We're back. Okay. So this one was incredibly tightly packed. I mean, you know, that way it's protected, but still, it was difficult. As long as you had to watch it, I was going much longer. So, let's see what we got here. Aha! My Moon Knight number 60, signed by Stephen Platt. So this was Moon Knight. Mark Spector Moon Knight, number 60. Signed by Platt. And it's 9.4. Not too bad. Then we've got Silver Surfer, Marvel's Greatest Creators, Ron Lim, number 1. It's Rude Awakening, number 1. And it is that one's a 9.8. Very good. That's nice. I didn't recall that. And we got another yellow label here. Marvel Premiere 15 featuring Iron Fist. Signed by Roy Thomas. So thank you, Mr. Thomas. And this one was 7.5. Actually, for a book from 1974, 7.5 is not that bad. And it does have white pages. So that's a good one. Okay, next we're moving on to Ghost Lore, number 1, the Jenny Frison cover. Oh, look at that. It's signed by Jenny Frison. How about that? And it's a 9.8. Yay, 9.8. Ooh, got lucky. Okay. Deadpool Wolverine number 1. This is the Adam Kubert Wolverine 88 homage cover. But this is a copy of Deadpool Wolverine WW3, which I'm not sure if that stands for Wade Wilson or World War III. But here it is, and it is a 9.8, signed by Mr. Kubert. Okay, then we move down to Captain America number 1, signed by Steve Epstein at HeroesCon, North Carolina. And this one is, it's a 7.0. For a book that new, it's not even 10 years old yet. You'd think it would be better, but oh well. Signed by Steve Epstein, 7.0. Put it in the PC. And be happy to have it. Okay, then Blue Label. We got Blood Hunt, Red Band, number 2. And let's see. Removed from Polybag. Story by Jed McKay. And who is that cover? The cover is Logan Libera, and it is a 9.6. So not that shabby. And we go back to another yellow label, Silver Surfer 34, signed by Ron Lim and Jim Starlin. This is one of the books I was hoping was going to be better, and you'll see why. It's a 7.0. So, but that's okay. It's a good book. 2 people that I really respect. Jim Starlin, Ron Lim. Ron is so much fun. If you get a chance to meet him, talk to him, he's a nice guy. I was going to say nice kid, but not really a kid. He's been around in the comic industry for quite some time and doing a really good job. And the next one, oh, look at that, same book. Same signatures, same day. How about that? And it is also a 7.0. So you can see why, knowing what they were, I was somewhat disappointed. But hey, that's the collecting hobby. Nothing is a guarantee. I have had books that I was absolutely positive were a 9.8 and they'd come back an 8.5. Oh well, what you gonna do? So here now we have, oh look at that, Star Wars, signed by Roy Thomas, and Howard Chaykin. So, Star Wars #1, signed by these two legends in the comic book industry, is a 6.0. Yeah, very, very distressing, but it is a newsstand edition. So, yeah, it's okay. I have another Star Wars #1, but it's not graded. So this one I've got graded, signed, and it is also a newsstand edition. So I don't know what'll come about of that. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man #2. Oh, it's a variant cover. It's the retailer incentive, and it is a 9.8. Yay. Yay, 9.8. You know, some new books, if they're not a 9.8, but if they're lower than a 9.6, boo. But that one's not. That's a brand new book, and it got a good one. Okay, then here we have Ultimate Spider-Man #3, the Gregland Retailer Incentive, and it is a 9.8. Yay. Okay, and my last book, is a Venom 9 Illuminati Virgin exclusive, and it's hard to see. They returned the bag, returned to client, and they returned the bag that it was in. And it is a 9.8 signed by Sabine Rich. So I'm really happy about that. So that's the last book from CBCS. So now you've got boxes open, boxes, papers, and bubble wrap flying everywhere. So that is my unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, please hit the like, subscribe, let other people know about the channel. So I will talk to you all later. You have a great day, great night, great weekend, great weekday, whatever it is you enjoy. Have a great one. We'll see you all later. I just noticed the Sabine Rich Venom wasn't in a poly bag. The poly bag was returned for the Blood Hunt red bag edition. So just wanted to correct that. And we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.